Think about this. You're lounging at home enjoying your favorite Netflix program. You hear a disturbance outside all of a sudden. You see that the sky has become blood red and a huge object is approaching you. You realized this is it as soon as you turn on the news. The end of the world has arrived. Our planet is going to be hit by a large comet. Now what will you do? I'm aware that this feeling is frightening, but the reality of what will happen to the Earth after this is really horrible. Do you know what happens if a comet hits Earth? Let's find out in today's video. The current era may be the most tranquil in the history of our solar system. It is difficult to conceive that our planet was being pounded by massive asteroids and comets around 4 billion years ago. This is an event that scientists believe introduced water and carbon-rich materials to Earth and helped spark the beginning of life. Following this time, the solar system started to calm down. Today, the majority of what enters Earth's atmosphere is tiny enough to swiftly evaporate in our atmosphere. However, there are still comets and asteroids with orbits that pass close to Earth. These are referred to as NEOs, or near-Earth objects. Large NEO impacts with the potential to cause immediate and extensive destruction are unlikely but not impossible. The Oort cloud is a significant existential threat to planet Earth that lurks in the outer reaches of the solar system. It was created at the beginning of the solar system and is mostly made up of the leftover raw materials that were used to create our Sun and the planets. Whatever was not either locked up into the planetary, lunar, and asteroidal objects we have today or cooked off by the Sun remained in a spheroidal cloud. These things, which are primarily made of ice and rock, are still orbiting our Sun at the farthest reaches of our solar system today. But occasionally, a random gravitational interaction can disrupt a certain object's orbit and send it hurtling towards the inner solar system. The wrong gravitational nudge from another huge planet may place any of them on a crash path with Earth. For proof, one need only look at our Moon. The Moon was struck by an asteroid or comet some 108 million years ago, creating the 86-kilometer-wide Tycho crater, which is visible from Earth. The dinosaurs would have been here on Earth and prospering if an asteroid didn't hit our planet 66 million years ago. While space rocks of this size are likely to strike Earth only once every 100 million years or so, NEOs 50 to 100 meters across have the potential to strike much more frequently, roughly every 1,000 years, and have the power to completely destroy large cities and other urban areas in addition to causing ecological destruction. We just have no idea how many NEOs capable of devastating cities are prowling across space and aiming for Earth. It took over 25 years to persuade powerful people at space agencies and organizations throughout the world that allocating resources to find, track, and deflect NEOs is vital, even though famous movies have brought the threat of an impact to the public's attention. Even so, considerable financing did not start until the last 10 years, when the U.S. White House suggested a 5-fold increase in funding for the hunt for NEOs. The Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART mission, was launched in 2021 as a result of increased U.S. funding for planetary defense. It tries to strike an asteroid changing its course. Then there is Asteroid Watch. The only goal of Asteroid Watch at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in California is to find and monitor asteroids and comets that the organization believes will pass near Earth. At least 5 are listed on the Asteroid Watch dashboard for 2022 alone, including one that is estimated to be almost 2.5 times as tall as the Empire State Building in New York City. This asteroid, designated 1994 PC-1, has been recognized by NASA since 1994. On January 5, 2022, 2 of the 5 asteroids passed safely past Earth, at distances of 1.3 and 2.4 million miles respectively. This doesn't mean we are totally safe now. Regarding the harm that will be caused by an object striking the Earth, there are 3 main issues. We should consider how big the thing is. The Earth receives more energy when there is greater mass, which results in more damage. The energy delivered to the Earth would likewise double if the mass of the impactor were to double. The speed of the comet is also crucial. The more kinetic energy an object has while it's moving quickly, the more energy it will release when it hits the Earth and cause the damage we have a legitimate dread of. Although composition is not everything, an object that is rockier is often riskier than the one that is icier for several reasons. Comets are more likely to produce airbursts than comets are to reach the Earth and leave an impact crater. Comets are more likely to break up into smaller fragments because they contain more volatiles, and those that do strike Earth will undoubtedly lose part of their energy in the atmosphere. Finally, asteroids pose a larger hazard to life because they contain a higher proportion of substances that are fatal if swallowed or inhaled. It makes no difference if an asteroid with a diameter of 10 kilometers strikes dry land or water. Keep in mind that the Mariana Trench, which is just 11 kilometers deep, is the deepest point in the seas. Also, meteorites often travel at a speed of around 30 kilometers per second. It is quite difficult to slow down an asteroid that is 10 kilometers wide due to its immense size. It will not be significantly slowed down by air friction, unlike smaller asteroids. It will cut through the air as if it were not even there. It will not matter if it hits the water or land when it crashes the surface, since it will be hitting so forcefully. The asteroid will eventually be stopped by its impact on the Earth's crust. The asteroid and a significant portion of the Earth's crust will be vaporized by the impact's force, leaving a crater that is more than 100 kilometers across and hurling all that rock into the air. Some of this debris will be traveling at such high speeds that it will leave the atmosphere and enter an orbit around the planet. The majority of the debris will rain back down on Earth, covering the whole planet, not just the area immediately surrounding the impact site, heating the atmosphere to the point that it resembles the inside of an oven, igniting forest fires and roasting anything that is not buried. For almost a year, the Earth's atmosphere will be filled with a mixture of the impact's dust and the forest fire's soot, which will obscure the sun's light. On land and in the water, a large portion of the plant life on Earth will perish without sunshine. Due to a shortage of food and the overall destruction of the ecosystem, many kinds of animals, including the human race, if we are not fortunate, will go extinct, either in the immediate aftermath of the disaster or in the years that follow. The worst repercussions of a massive impact on the environment include a worldwide inferno sparked by impact debris falling backward and a long-lasting shroud of darkness on Earth caused by dust hanging in the stratosphere. Evidently, it would be disastrous if a comet and the planet collided. The impact of an object that is 1 kilometer or larger would likely bring about the end of civilization, according to the greatest computer calculations that are currently available. If the impending object were larger than 5 kilometers in diameter, it is quite improbable that Homo sapiens would survive. In general, the first impact produces a huge fireball that kills everybody in its path. Ejecta from the hit then explodes into space, covering a vast area, possibly the whole planet, with burning debris. A meteor shower of countless meteors that burn up in the atmosphere as they descend fills the sky to the brim. It appears as though the sky is on fire. Cities and woods are ignited by the heat produced by this downpour of incandescent debris, and they are reduced to embers. The comet gets destroyed during the collision. Billions of tons of sulfur-rich dust are released, some of it coming from the comet itself, and some of it coming from sulfur-rich rocks that could be underneath the impact location. Nitrogen oxides are also produced by the heat of collision. Any remaining flora is stripped naked by the caustic acid rain created by the sulfuric material and nitrogen oxides. Marine life is killed by acid rain that enters the oceans, especially around continental shelves. The initial blast would cause nitrogen oxides and other debris to be sent into the stratosphere, destroying the ozone layer within days. Significant amounts of carbon dioxide are also released into the atmosphere by the collision and ensuing flames. It goes without saying that we do not want this to occur. However, it would be interesting to know what you guys would do if you knew that a massive asteroid is heading for our planet. Express your thoughts in the comments below. For more exciting content like this, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with us. We'll catch up with you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and please hit the like button for more videos like this. Until then, peace.